For the sake of those who are my fans, who are watching me from different places, I decided to do this video so that everybody will understand what I'm about to say now in a general language. This month of November is a great month and an opportunity month for anybody who wants to grab the opportunity. But some people we are still complaining that this month has not favored them. So I decided to do this video in case if you are one of those people who has been complaining that this month did not favor you or other months did not favor you. Now listen, what you need is to get me coconut. There is a lot of spiritual things about this coconut. For the sake of only the video I want to do now, I will tell you how to use it. But apart from it, there is a lot of things that you can use coconut to do. But that one will be for another day. Make sure there is water inside. You cannot explain how this water get inside this coconut. That's why many people does not know that this coconut is a mystery. Now, you have been complaining that nothing has been working for you. Let me tell you, from the day you were born into this world, that day your enemies started fighting against you. Even there are forces that has been waiting for you before you came. Most of you used to go to prayers to different churches. Most of these churches doesn't even know what they are doing. Most of you go to many native doctors looking for a way to solve your problems. But your problem may be just a little thing I'm about to tell you now. So go and get me this coconut. This thing I'm about to tell you now, you can do it at any moment, night time. But you can still do it even in the daytime, depending how comfortability is going to be for you. But make sure that if you do this in the daytime, you will not pack this coconut where you are going to break it. You will leave it till the next morning. Then you sweep it and put it to the dustbin. But if you do it during the night period, once day break, then you sweep everything and put it to the dustbin. So now let me tell you what you're going to do. This coconut, you can use it to break yoke. You can use this coconut to settle the forces that is fighting you. Sometimes you have heard that some spirits were stubborn and they brought coconut and gave to those spirits and they become calm. That's why I told you there is a lot of mystery in this coconut. Don't neglect coconut. Now, you want to divert the forces that is fighting you. You want to settle them. You want them to leave you. In fact, you want to break yoke between you and them. And make sure that after you do these things, you should not put your hands in evil or manipulations against anybody. Make sure you are playing. You can do it with any hand, either my right or my left. Maybe you'll be watching my right as a left from the screen, but this is my right and this is my left. So you can use any hand. But if you want to do it, remember that when you will be using this coconut, you cannot go clockwise. You have to go anti-clockwise around your head 3 times. And what you will say is that it's very simple. I'm going to do the practical things now. If you want to pray it as a prayer, you can pray. But if you want to make it as a decree, you can still do, depending on how if you like, pray. If you like, decree. Once you get it right, it will work for you. So hold this coconut and say, every forces that has been fighting me from the day I was brought into this world, every forces against me, even the ones that are waiting for me before I came, or evil things that people have done against me, rituals they have made against me, and manipulations they have made against me. As I hold this coconut, I say today, they are leaving me. They shall not be my portion anymore. Now, after you have said this, depending on I just giving you as an example. So it depends on what you want to say. You can even add more, but make sure you don't go out of point. So after you have said it, you now say to yourself, today, as I am using this coconut, rolling this coconut 3 times, anti-clockwise 3 times. So I am relieving myself from every evils that have done against me or any forces that is against me. Today I am free. You have to make sure you do it 3 times, anti-clockwise. Make your decree. Then what you will do that you can do it inside your room. And after you have done it, then make sure you don't break it inside your room. Then what you will do is that you have to come to the outside. Either you go outside your compound or you come out of your room. But if you are a tenant, maybe you are living in somebody's house and you are suspecting maybe they will think that you are doing ritual, you can still go out of the compound. But make sure you break it where none of your children or anybody will pick it and begin to eat it. Because once you break this thing, nobody will eat it anymore. This thing is something that you have used to destroy whatever they have done against you or to settle the forces that have been fighting against you. So once you break the coconut, make sure that nobody eats the coconut and don't pack it. Just leave it there. If you do this in the daytime, leave it till the next morning. If you do it in the night, once it is morning, then sweep it and put it to the dustbin. So once you do it now, then you now go outside. After doing these things, you go outside and now break this coconut. So I will do the example now for you to see how I do it. So now when you come out of your house or your compound anywhere, what you will do is that once you want to break the coconut, you have to make this statement and say today, maybe today, I don't know what today is. When you get the message, you have to mention the date. You say today, 16th of November 2024, as I break this coconut, so I'm breaking every yoke and every forces and every invocations made against me, every unseen spirit that has been tormenting me. Today as I break this coconut, so shall I break all this yoke in the name of Jesus. You see, it must be once. You will not break it twice. Make sure you add enough strength and enough power to make sure you break this coconut.